I've never left a hair salon feeling like shit. Never ever left a hair salon feeling like this or looking like this.
Guys, welcome back. As you can see, I was supposed to post this video on Sunday, but it's not Sunday. A lot happened on Saturday that didn't allow me. Saturday, I had an appointment to do my hair, as you can see. I booked an appointment with a stylist. The appointment was for 2 p.m. Let's rewind. Thursday, I messaged the stylist. I said, hey, do you do takeoffs, like sew-in takeoffs on other people's work? Like, I know some stylists are very picky about, you know, touching other people's work. So I confirmed with her. She said, yeah, sure, that's fine, no problem. So I said, okay. Then Saturday comes. Saturday morning, I text her. I said, hey, I just want to confirm, like, what's your address? Like, where's the location? You know, and so I confirmed to her everything through text message in the morning. Then I get there around like 1:50, to be exactly, to 1:50. By the time I got to the door, it was 1:52. So it took me about 2 minutes to walk up to her salon suite. So as I walk, I see a window, and you know when you walk by a salon suite, you can see, like, you know, maybe another salon hairstylist or nail technician could be like right there in the front. So I walk by and I see, that looks like the lady that owns the salon suite. She looks like the lady that I also booked with to do my hair. But the weird thing about it was that it looked like she was about to sew on tracks on someone's head. Mind, she already had a customer in the seat. She had already braided down the customer. She already braided down the customer's hair. And so now it was time for her to now sew on the tracks. Mind you, just the beginning. Not she was like halfway done, you know. No, she was just starting. So I try to open the door. The door is locked. She then comes out of the salon suite. Mind you, I was like, I don't think that's her. That's weird because I have an appointment at 2. I double checked my text message. I double checked, you know, just to make sure. It said 2 o'clock. She comes, she opens the door, and she said, have a seat. I'll be with you shortly. I'm like, okay. So I sit down. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's going to have somebody else, I don't know, her other stylist, maybe take out the sew-in as she's working. You know, sometimes I understand stylists, they can be busy, right? So they'll have somebody like, listen, girl, can you help me? Just take out her hair for me and I'm going to do the rest. I just need to finish up on this client. Nothing. I sit there. 2 o'clock I get there, right? 1:50. So now it's 2 o'clock. She's not saying anything. She just told me to sit there and she'll be with me shortly. 2 o'clock goes by. 2:15 goes by. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Benefit of the doubt. I can't even speak. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's just behind. Then I'm asking myself, by the time it hits 2:30, I'm like, then I called my sister. I said, girl, this is what's going on. And when I spoke to her, she was like, well, do you have anything important you need to do? I said, no. She's like, well, you know, if you're not in a rush or anything, you know, just wait. Maybe she'll be done soon. So I said, okay. You know, by 2:30, I'm like, she's not done. So I then knock on her door and I said, hey, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go grab something to eat and I'll be back. She said, okay, if that's fine, I'll be done in 15 to 20 minutes. Me, I'm counting, I'm like 15 to 20, that's almost 3 o'clock. But at this point, I'm just like, I'm hungry. If I don't get food, I'm gonna get, you know, hangry. So I go grab some food, I come back and I see that the client is gone. But I see the stylist eating, like she's rushing to eat her lunch. So then I ask her, like, listen, you seem like you're eating. Do you want a minute to finish your food? Because at the end of the day, I understand as a stylist, and honestly, I didn't have to be that way, right? But I'm a human being first. So I seen that she looked like she was trying to get something down before she goes on to the next client. I asked her, do you want space to, like, finish your food and give you some time? She's like, no. She put her food on the side and she had me sit on the seat. She then gave me the robe thing, and I sat down, and after that, she started taking out my hair. So then, you know, we had small talk, you know, I seen that she was a salon suite owner, and, you know, I was asking her questions like, oh, wow, how long have you had the salon suite? I seen that you had like a Frisco location, because I was online. So I was like, I see you had a Frisco location. Do you have 2 locations? She's like, no, I just moved down here to Addison because the foot traffic is better. I'm like, oh, wow. Then, you know, we had the thing about me, when I go to the salon, it's another form of therapy for me, right? I'm here, I'm able to talk to the stylist, get to know the stylist, they get to know me. That's how you build clientele, bonds, relationships with your clients, right? And so I'm here talking to her, getting to know her. Cool, she seemed pretty okay. And then when she took down the extension, she then seen the braid pattern. She's like, ooh, the person that braided your hair did it good, like on point. Like she did that little beehive braid pattern. And I was like, yeah. And she starts taking it out. Now she's taking it out, she is rushing through my hair. And I'm just like, you know, like maybe I'm the type of person that sometimes it's hard for me to speak up when I'm in uncomfortable situations. That's something that I'm working on. And so she's seeing that I'm kind of like flinching. So she was like, oh, are you tender-headed? I said, yes, I am. And she was like, oh, okay. And I tell her, well, thank you for even asking, like for paying attention to that. So she's like, oh yeah, I got you. But she's still going fast. And she's still going fast. And at this point, I'm telling her, like, you're hurting me, like, ouch, you know? And she's like, sorry, I'm just fast. I'm like, okay. By the time you know it, she got it all out, because I really just wanted to get the hair out. So now, my hair, you know, it was dirty. Yes, it was dirty. So she went ahead and said, listen, I have to do a scalp treatment just to clean your scalp out, clean out your scalp. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So we get to the bowl. It's almost, it's like what, 3:48? It's almost 4 o'clock. So I sit there in the bowl, she puts the treatment in, and she's like, listen, I'm gonna put this treatment, it's gonna last, I'll leave it in for about 10 to 15 minutes. I said, okay. Mind you, this treatment, scalp treatment, it has this minty, cool sensation, which at first can feel it can really relieve the itchiness, which I loved. But then eventually, after 15 minutes, I gave her a grace period. I was like, okay, maybe she needs 5 minutes. So I had that thing in my head for like 20 minutes, right? So all of a sudden, you know, I started to feel uncomfortable because now the sensation is starting to like give me a headache. Like it's too much. So there's another hairstylist there, and she's working on 2 clients at the same time. She washes both of their hair and finishes, does a steam treatment on one of them. They finish, they get out of the bowl. I'm still there. So then I asked the hairstylist, hey, can you please get my stylist? This treatment is starting to irritate my scalp. So the stylist then tells the assistant then tells the hairstylist that's supposed to be working with me. The hairstylist that's supposed to be working with me tells the assistant to come and wash it off my head, wash off the scalp treatment. So I was just like, okay. So the girl now, she's a young girl, right? She's there washing the treatment off of my head. And then she asks me, oh, did I get all the product out? I'm in shock because I'm just like, I don't know, my hair is thick, you know? So then I rolled up my sleeves and then I started to like wash it to make sure that the product is all out. And then I'm so upset at that point. So I'm still sitting there, I'm like, man, I'm already halfway through. I really don't want to walk out of here with my hair wet. Yeah, so let me just wait it out, you know, just be patient, woosah, breathe, you'll get out of here soon. So I'm sitting there and I wait another, and it takes her, I don't even know, the time, I'm so off with the time, like I was in there for so long that my calculation with the time was just so off, but I'll attach screenshots. Anyways, from the time she put me in the bowl with the scalp treatment to the time she finally came back, it was an hour span. So if I didn't say anything, it would have taken her a whole hour to come and actually wash the treatment off my head. So I go ahead, she goes ahead and she shampoos my hair, then she finally puts a steam. I'm confused because I didn't pay for a steam. But me in my head, I'm like, maybe she's just making up for the fact that I'm still giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm still showing her grace. I'm like, maybe she's just doing this because she was late, you know, she's been behind. And so I didn't say anything. So I sit there, but then inside, I'm like upset. Like, I'm really mad, to the point that tears want to start coming out my eyes. And I'm here trying to soothe myself, saying like, no, Sophie, she probably just did this because, you know, she's just running behind, whatever. I was just trying to come up with an excuse for her. But deep down, I was not happy. And like, I'm really in this season of trying to heal my younger self. And when I tell you, I'm not the type of person that cries easily. I don't cry easily. But at that moment, I wanted to cry, and I was trying to hold back the tears. And eventually, the assistant came by and she was trying to organize the towels. I then tell the assistant, listen, can you please wash this off my head? The same assistant that washed off the scalp treatment. I said, please wash this off my head. She says, okay, but I have to first ask the stylist because that's her boss. I said, okay, that's fine. She goes to the stylist. She asks the stylist. The stylist didn't come out of her room to come and be like, oh, what's going on? She didn't come out. She didn't even say, okay, don't worry, I'll take care of it. She tells the assistant, go wash it out her hair. Like, she didn't even come to see, like, nothing. She had the stylist come and do it. So the stylist came and she started washing it out my hair, washing out the what was it, shampoo or conditioner out of my hair. Then she takes the towel, she starts to dry it, and then, you know, it was still wet, so I asked her, I can dry my hair myself. So I dried my hair. Then as I was drying my hair, I was asking her, like, hey, is this normal? Am I tripping? Like, it's my first time here. I booked for 2 p.m. What is usually, like, what's the actual start time then? I booked for 2 p.m., but I don't start till 3. So the assistant was like, listen, sometimes she likes to book her appointments really close, so they tend to collide with one another. And I'm just like, okay. So now I'm leaving, right? And I can tell from the assistant's face, she felt bad. Like, she felt bad for me. And she was like, do you want water or anything? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I then walked out and left. And by the time I opened the door out of the salon, I was on the phone with my sister. I was bawling in tears. Like, I was actually crying because I just felt so disrespected. I felt hurt. I felt like she treated me like I was nothing, you know? I was just heartbroken because every time I go to hair salons, I feel good. I feel like, I'm that girl. I got a fresh trim. I got a new sew-in, like, you know? And I was just really upset with myself, because I'm just thinking, like, yo, the hairstylist that I usually love going to, I can't go to her right now. I can't afford her. Like, I got laid off, so I have to be very mindful of how I spend my money. Yeah, but I still need to make sure that my hair is okay. So I was just like beating myself up, like, damn, you know, if you weren't laid off, if you had a job, and if you were able to get a job, like, you wouldn't have to deal with this. You would just go to your stylist. Anyways, by the time I got into the car, I drove away. Then I remembered, oh shit, I left my bundles there. So I turn around and I go back to get my bundles. As I go upstairs, I pass by, you know, she has a window suite. I see her, she sees me, she's on the phone eating her food, laughing on the phone eating her food. Mind you, the door is locked. So she's not like she got it. She seen me. She didn't get up and come and open the door for me. She just sat there. She seen me, she's on the phone. The door is locked. Her assistant then was coming out from the back. The assistant then came and opened the door for me, and I said, listen, I left my bundles. Can you please get it for me? I didn't even feel comfortable to go in that room to grab my bundles. So she goes, she knocks on the door, she asks the stylist, can she get her bundles? She gives the bundles to the stylist. The stylist then takes the bundles and gives them to me. I then leave. Not once did she come out and say, listen, I'm sorry. Like, no, not even an excuse. Like, come up with a stupid excuse, something. No excuse. No, she didn't come up with no excuse. She didn't apologize. From the time that I walked in, where she was running late, she didn't apologize. From the time I left, when I felt hurt and disrespected, she didn't apologize. So then I cried about it, spoke to my sister. My sister's like, listen, just calm down. I said, listen, I think I'm gonna put this out there. So I grabbed my camera. I drove on my way home. I found a Starbucks there. I just parked there, and I put the camera up, and I decided that I was gonna share my experience. And so I talked about everything that I said to you, everything I said in this video. Obviously this video is a little bit more in detail, and I posted it. Now when I posted it, obviously there was that side, that voice in my head, like, listen, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. Like, who's gonna see this? Your sister? The 10 people that always like your posts? Like no one's gonna care. But the other side of me, I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to defend, like I said, I'm trying to heal my inner child. There was many moments growing up, and maybe that's why I was triggered as well. Many moments growing up where I'd be bullied, that it's either I would ignore it, or I just won't speak up, or I'll just tune out the person. Like, that's how I am. And so me posting that video made me so uncomfortable, because I was like, yo, nobody's gonna see this, no one cares. And yeah, I didn't feel good about posting it, but I said, no, let me post it, because, you know, my voice matters. Yeah. And I may be helping someone else, meaning if there's someone else that booked with her and doesn't know that, like, I don't want no one to experience what I experienced with her. And so that's why I left the post up. And when I tell you the amount of comments and shares and reposts and saves, like within not even 24 hours, like the video blew up. And honestly, I did not expect that, because my TikTok account have what, 2,000 followers, 2,000 followers. And my videos usually get no more than what, 400 views. Right now I was stuck in that 200, 300 jail. And so when I posted that, the amount of love that I got, people were going onto her page and commenting like, why did you do Sophie wrong? Why wasn't she getting the same amount of treatment that you were giving to these other customers that she posted on her page? And she then commented on somebody's comment saying, oh, I can't see Sophie, she blocked me. I didn't block her. So I went ahead and I commented on that comment, and I said, no one is blocked. So then she goes ahead and she privates her account. Now when she privates her account, she then sends me a text message. I'll attach the message. She then says that she's gonna get her lawyers on me. She's gonna sue me for defamation, that she's praying for me. I then created a video. I created a video saying, listen, I don't want your prayer. Pray for your business, you know? And then I posted, I showed everyone, guys, look, she wants to now sue me for giving me a horrible experience, you know? And even in that video, people in the comments were supporting me and calling shit for what it was. Like, it was nonsense, you know? And the love was so real. And eventually she blocked me, then all of a sudden she unblocked me, and then she decided to do a response video. And in that response video, she tagged me, and she was explaining to the viewers, saying that, you know, yes, she was late on my hair and all of that, but she said I have a lot of hair, and that my hair was filthy, I don't know what word she used, filthy, disgusting, nasty. And I'm like, I'm paying you to wash it. You want me to come with clean hair? Anyways, she goes ahead, writes a response video, and then she tags me in the comments saying, Sophie, you better stop messing with my business and all of that. And I did not respond to her video, like in her comments or anything. The people that seen my video, they went ahead and responded and defended me, you know? And just the way she was speaking, it was just gave this feeling, just gave this demeanor, like, sorry you had a horrible experience, you know? She didn't give me a genuine apology, you know? And so some of her, I think her other stylists that work at her salon were there in the comments trying to defend her and all of that. And then finally, then eventually she said that she refunded me. She said that she refunded me. She didn't refund me nothing. I then created a video with the screenshots of everything. With the screenshot of the balance, her actually charging me for the balance. I then put the screenshot, because mind you, I was vlogging this experience. I was supposed to show you guys, oh guys, let's go get our hair done together. I vlogged from the time of me getting to the door. I vlogged my time sitting in the seat. I vlogged my time of her washing, putting the treatment. I vlogged everything, but not knowing that that would be my evidence that I would use today. So when you take a video on your iPhone, it's time-stamped. So the timestamp literally shows, oh, she finished at this time. She finished at this time. I mean, this video was taken at this specific time. And so everything was time-stamped. And then also at the end, I showed the actual appointment time that I booked for, 2 to 3 p.m. Now, I understand I have a lot of hair. I do have a lot of hair. That's something I can't control, you know? So even if the appointment went 2 hours max, 1.5 hours max, I understand. I wouldn't complain because I know I have a lot of hair. But for me to be there from 2 p.m. all the way to 5 and the hair is still not, I haven't even gotten to the seat where she's actually blow drying, I'm like, what time would I have left? And then the funny thing was, as she was here unbraiding my hair, she then tells her assistant, call one of her other so-and-so, tell her that she's going to be charged because she missed her appointment. I'm confused because you're here charging somebody else for missing her appointment while you're still working on my head. So you're gonna have that other person also sit there for another whole how many hours, because she wasn't done with mine after what, 2, 3 hours, 3, 4 hours. She was not done with my hair, but she was ready to charge somebody because that person didn't show up. When I tell you, I was so confused, I was so baffled, I was in shock. Like, this woman really made me cry. I've never left a hair salon crying. Never. You know? And so it made me realize as well, some of these hairstylists really be charging a lot of money for service. But for example, the one that I usually love going to, she charges money. It's not cheap. But looking at the experience between this lady that I went to this weekend and her, I understand why she charges so much. Because for her, she's so professional. That lady that I like to go to, she will literally spend the entire day on your hair. You wouldn't even think she has any other clients. She will spend time, she will detangle. And that's the thing, the lady that did my hair this weekend, she did not detangle it. She did not detangle it. She just put the treatment in and then she just starts, that's it. She didn't detangle it. If you have natural hair like me, natural, thick, full hair, when you're washing hair, you have to cut it piece by piece. You have to section it, brush it. Even the lady, I'm telling you, the hairstylist that I love going to, she set the standard, okay? She set the standard. She literally will put the steam, make sure the steam is going through here, and she will literally be brushing section by section by section. By the time she rinses everything out, it's not tangled. So, like I said, I posted the video. I came back home. I tried to blow dry it myself. My hair is very, very dry. I'm really horrible at doing my hair. Maybe this is a sign for me to learn, but like, I'm gonna need help because I didn't grow up doing my hair. My mom took me to the hair salon. I get braids. I go to my African auntie. She braid my hair, and that was it. You know, so I'm not a natural hair girly, and nor do I want to cut my hair. I don't want to put no chemicals in my hair. I want to keep it natural. I love it, but it's unfortunate that I don't know how to take care of it, which is why I pay for services for people to actually do it for me, you know? And so, yeah, that was my weekend. Oh, that was Saturday, because before that, I had a great time. I had such a great time. After that horrible experience, I'm not gonna discount the fun that I had, okay? So if you've gotten this far in my video, I want to say thank you. If you're coming from TikTok, if you're coming from wherever, you know, if you see this video, I just want to say thank you for watching. And for those that have supported me on my TikTok, I want to say thank you so much, and I truly do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.